Alright, sorry, I let Steve in, and he trotted across my keyboard and both opened Microsoft Edge and then in sleep mode.
That sounds like a cat.
And he looks terrified.
Of course, it's Microsoft Edge.
It's like, why is Kyle angry at me?
Steve, please don't do it again. Please. Just leap onto the desk. The problem is there's like no desk space for him to walk around on right now, so stepping on the keyboard is just the only way to do it.
Literally.
Oh, he also has a message for you guys.
Yeah.
Is it a cat butt?
No, it's in special chat.
It's a cat type in the special chat.
It's a code. The numbers make sense.
Yeah.
What does the numbers mean, James? What does the numbers mean?
Oh, but yes. But yeah, if you want to borrow the special, the D&D little emote thing, I made that one from scratch.
Yeah, I always thought that it was not from scratch, but yeah, no, please, Jamie. Well, here's the thing. I need some animated emotes too, but anything you guys can give, I will be fine with putting it on. This quacky emote is perfectly fine. I can put that as like a tier 3 for now.
You know, that one is up for grabs. That one took a little while to design. It's not great, but it's there.
Got it.
If you want to tweak with it, you can.
All right.
No, Steve.
Yeah. I can probably talk with Chris to get a non-white background of it, but yeah.
Yeah, I'm not very. How to put it? It has been years since I've done graphic design, so.
Hey, if you can do graphic design for me, that'll be great.
Oh no, I am so out of date. It's not funny. I haven't done it since.
I know, but
I since 5th grade.
I can ask you to do it, and you can relearn it.
I really doubt it at the moment because I can't afford software. Plus, yeah, how do I put it? It took me about 2 days to figure out how to get a PDF shortened down.
Yeah.
Without having to buy a program.
Of course. I wish Adobe was a little bit more lenient on some of its things.
It's like, oh, you could view it, but you can't select only one page but you have to buy the Adobe Plus. It's like, okay.
Adobe Plus? No!
I mean, if I were using it regular, that's one thing, but...
I've been paying for it and I have not been using it regularly. Haha.
Pretty much, I maybe use it a couple times a year.
Mm-hmm.
If that...
It showcases how long I've been not updating my stream games list because I still have Ocarina of Time still on here. Yeah, I need to update my Excel sheet of like games I've been currently playing because Pokemon Explosive Sky is done. Alien Swarm Reactor Drop is getting there. I still have the cooperative random ones like Heave Ho and Pico Park that we are getting close to beating.
Mm-hmm.
Bloody Trapland, still need to go through that a little bit more.
I don't know if you can really finish Reactive Drop. It's like a lot of the stuff is technically like community content.
True, but
so,
I'm considering it mostly beaten once we do the main sets of campaign missions. That's what I would say. That would be a continuous one whenever we decide to continue it. Let's see. One single player game. Greatest Attorney I have yet to continue on, which I might consider doing that sometime soon. Explorers the Sky. Oh yeah, D&D. We're on... What session we're on? I don't know. I miss D&D, Jamie.
I know. We're currently in hell.
You know, out of context, that actually makes it so funny. But yeah, we will come back with D&D at some point. Yeah, Raft is too late for anybody. I guess Explorers of Sky or Banjo Nuts and Bolts can be the one if I really wanted to continue on for tonight. When Hulu plus 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 exists. What the heck is Hulu plus plus plus? I'm just looking at what games I really want to see and if I really want to continue that or not.
See, I will look into possibly making some more emotes for the D&D chat. Can't promise anything because it took me a while to figure out how to find a program to make the one initial image.
I could lend my artistic expertise.
Yeah,
I
I mean, I still need
I can't
emotes.
promise it'll be good.
Hey, I need emotes for animated
right,
emotes.
we have a scanner.
Do I plan to put Epic Mickey? Yeah, I do plan. I just been working on a lot of other things, plus the current issue with some things. I just need to make sure it is, everything goes well. Like, I just need to make sure I know a lot of things, because there's a lot of things I need to make sure things are okay before I start uploading them. Here I go. But, yeah, I need to go through the... I haven't touched the archive channel in, like, a couple months. Because I just have been busy with other things. So I need to get back on that and work on other things. But I will put Epic Mickey. Like, all the stuff I've streamed, at least have been saved on my channel, will be put on the archive channel soon. It's just a lot of things are just going on at the moment.
Didn't they have to trade a live sportscaster for Oswald the Rabbit?
Yeah, I think that's one of the stories that they actually traded someone for that. Because Oswald the Rabbit was owned, I think it was owned by Universal, but then it was bought by someone else.
Pretty much.
Hulu
Walt Disney lost. Yeah.
Yeah.
Walt Disney lost the rights to him when he moved.
Yep.
So, and they decided, the creators of the game decided that they had to have, if they were going to do the game, they had to have Oswald the Rabbit.
Yep, I mean it was in the archives, so yeah, it was there. It's just
They didn't have the rights. They had to track down who had the rights, barter for who had the rights, and then trade a live sportscaster for the rights for a cartoon rabbit.
Yep. I mean, it was one of the times that Disney actually put effort into that. Though I wish they didn't force what was the guy's name? The Deus Ex Machina Warren? Kyle?
Oh, Warren Spector.
Yeah, Warren Spector. Like, they didn't tie his hand back a little bit because they want, like, his original ideas with Epic Mickey was to have a good system. So it's kind of like, oh, if you use more paint, you're a heroic Mickey. If you use evenly, you're just a regular chaotic Mickey. And if you use too much thinner, you become more of a mischievous, evil-esque Mickey. And it's like, that would have been pretty cool. And to be fair, yes, current image Mickey is more good, but back in the day, he was very much a mischievous, evil little devil.
Definitely picked on Pete a lot.
Yeah, he did. Like, he did a lot. And, I mean, even back then, there was a lot of, like, history with Mickey that was not great. Like, it was really not great. But, you know what? Times changed, and it's for the better. But I still am a part of a believer where it's like, it's good to at least know what the history is like.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I just know that Anthony is obsessed with Mickey Mouse.
Who is?
Anthony. He
Well-
gets excited.
Well, I hope his dreams don't get crushed by learning what happened in the past for for Mickey Mouse.
Yeah. Now that being Paw Patrol, he has said.
Oh, Paw
He'll
Patrol.
figure it out. Yeah, Paw Patrol.
Yeah, he'll figure it out eventually. It's just not anytime soon. Not until like, probably not until like he's like what, in high school. he'll probably middle school, high school when he starts learning about what really happened to Mickey Mouse back in the old days.
Honestly, they still need to do some. By then, I think Mickey might actually be public domain if they'll figure out how to avoid it.
Oh, I hope they do, because like Disney should not get like special privileges, and everyone should have like that kind of same thing. And it's just like that's the same thing with Mickey Mouse. Is like Mickey Mouse should be a public domain. What is that? Oh, Cheer 10,000. Wow, didn't realize that was.
Considering the person who created it died decades ago.
Yeah, you did. But yeah, hopefully Mickey Mouse gets a public domain soon.
Well, it's not going. It's probably going to be like owned by Disney for hundreds of years.
Well, that is if they change the laws, which I'm pretty sure Disney's trying to formulate a plan to. Or
as far as I know, you can effectively extend the duration of copyright law like into the indefinite future by just altering it slightly.
That's why they're
Or-
making all these live-action movies.
is that a
But
reason why?
If you create something
Mhm.
using the IP, you retain the rights to it for a few years.
This is why a lot of our laws needs to be updated, because they're way too outdated. Because they're getting clever and clever again. They're finding
Yeah, I was
loopholes.
surprised when I was in Japan about how like it seems like Japan has different concepts of copyright laws when it comes to like novels and stuff at least.
Mm-hmm.
That like I think it's something like in Japan, like any novel that's like older than 70 years old is going to be like public domain automatically or something.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas in the US, you'll still have books that are like over 200 years old that publishers will just claim them so they can keep publishing new editions and stuff for cash.
Like, I feel like copyright shouldn't outlive the creator.
I mean, I would say like it shouldn't like stay for too long. Like, some creators die at a very, very young age, or like die a little earlier than expected. So it's just like some of them I was like I get, but otherwise it's just like yeah, it's not exactly something that it should be like. It should be some stuff I should say should be public domain at some point. It's like
The problem is when you have Disney copyrighting stories that are effectively much older than the corporation itself.
Yeah, that's also true with their adaptations of
like, their
folk tales and stuff.
Yeah, like, and then they're suing people for using them. It's like they're stories that are hundreds of years old.
Like they just released a live action Pinocchio, which I didn't even realize it was gonna be released so soon, and it got so much bad reviews. Like
Disney effectively has a monopoly on anything even vaguely related to Aesop's fables.
yep.
That's actually why they released it. They'd rather release a bad movie or a bad re-release than lose their intellectual property.
They lose it?
If they don't
If a
make
certain
the
amount of time passes where they don't use it, then it goes into public domain.
Could be a risk
Yep.
for that because the OG Pinocchio is like from the 50s or something.
It's one of the original movies Disney made, and I think it was like it sold so poorly when it was first released.
Oh yeah, I think Pinocchio might be like the 40s. Yeah.
Yeah, because like I think it was the second or no, I think it might have been the third movie after Snow White. So Snow White was the first one ever theatrical film that Walt Disney ever made with color specifically.
Yeah.
And I think Cinderella was like later, and
Hard for me to remember the chronology because it's been a while since I played Kingdom Hearts 2. That's
Dude.
how like I know the dates of these things.
yeah, true.
this is why they're doing all these oddball live actions.
Mm-hmm.
I guess some of those are justified. I mean, the Aladdin and Lion King were pretty alright, but
Lion King I heard was just meh.
it seemed like people panned the Lion King for saying, I don't know, that they just felt like it wasn't. I don't know, like Grace and I saw it in theaters, and it's like it's practically the same script as the original movie, and for that it's successful. I think that some of the performances of the songs were better in the original film, but it was a fun movie to watch with just like the live action animal and stuff. But
Oh no.
I feel like just
Mhm.
the CG animals are what makes the Lion King movie more interesting to watch. Like other than that, like live action adaptations of movies involving humans aren't going to be as visually interesting to watch, I guess.
Yep. Pinocchio is the second movie after Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs.
Hmm.
So there's that. Will the live action movies beat Mars Needs Mars in ratings? Probably. I mean, so many people were at Disney's throats for casting Haley Bailey or some that's her name for as Ariel, and they thought she has to be a white girl. Why are you doing a black girl for Ariel? And it's like,
Is The Little Mermaid based on a folktale or fairy tale as well?
yeah, I think
Yeah.
so.
She
I
straight
think
up
it's
might not
French.
even be white in the original, dude. That's just Disney.
Yeah, no, like this is like Disney who made a lot of American movies, and they like a lot of the folklore were made during the they were made through modern times where whiteifying a lot of them were okay.
Yeah, and like in the earlier half of the 20th century, most people in Hollywood were white anyway. Like there weren't very many actors of like black or Hispanic actors. So, but
That
I
and
think
like
the
I was
Little
talking about
Mermaid-
one of my media studies and classes in Western that a lot of those kind of classic, like older Disney films, like usually the good guys, the protagonist, always had like white dialects, whereas the bad guys were always represented as being like black or Hispanic.
Ah,
That goes as far forward as like even like Lion King, like the hyenas and such.
okay, so that makes a lot more sense. It's Danish.
There we go. Yeah, she
What
should
is?
be Danish. She isn't. Yeah, she isn't white. I know that a lot of like there is only if you're talking
People
about
from
like
Denmark
most of
are
the
white.
big if you're talking about the big Disney movies, the ones that actually are popular and talked about still today, I think to my knowledge there's only like maybe like 5 or 6 movies that are actually properly set within the American like area, so they're like white actor like animated people are fine, or like their language is specifically English, American English. Everything else is just they're not properly in a sense. Oh yeah, no. It's just the thing that people talk about, but I'm not gonna go into details of that. That's like already just a can of
Okay,
worms.
I'm gonna
right
go
there.
shower and I'll probably need to be muted by the time I get back.
Sounds good.
Yeah, no, it's the original source is Danish from Hans Christian Andersen.
Ah, that makes sense. You know, did you know that a lot of like I've learned it kind of ruined a lot of my saying like a lot of my like childhood when I started to learn that some of the Grimm's tales or like what are the folklore stuff that the Disney movies were based off of were very dark. Like extremely dark. I'm not gonna go into details for it because I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get flagged by it by either YouTube or Twitch about it. But my god, a lot of them are super dark. Or like not even dark, they were just absolutely mind-boggling wrong to modern day standards. But again, different era equals different things. Sometimes I miss some of the Disney classic movies watching them again too, but some live action ones were actually okay. I watched the Jungle Book one. I haven't seen that movie in like forever, but that one was fine.
Okay. Let's see. Sorry, Sorry, I was reading an overall.
For the Little Mermaid,
Yeah.
the original Little Mermaid.
Yeah. They're.
You know what? You know what's funny is that speaking of movies that won't really work nowadays, for animated shows, I think Kyle and I were talking about this earlier, where one of the shows that I used to watch as a kid. Skull, you will not know this, but I don't know if Luigi would know this either, but it's a very old show. But there was a show called Captain Planet.
Yes.
And it was a classic show for me, where it's literally as it sounds like. It's about saving the earth, like pollution and all that stuff, like teaching kids, but in a more action sense. Oh, you know Captain Planet. Okay, cool. Like, it was a show that was so cool that actually made cleaning up pretty fun. But the issue about it is that nowadays, if you try to do something like that, kids are going to find that more of a political thing, and it's just like, why can't you just have some fun with it? Oh, your brothers grew up on it. Nice. Some of the new stuff on Disney Plus have provided a warning about subjects involved. Yeah, I mean, I'm more of a person with, like, again, like, I don't mind warnings of certain things, but I do feel like some things should be left unedited in certain cases, because they're from a different era. Different history. Like, it's something teachers help people teach. Like, this is straight up from a different era. Yes, it's incredibly bad, but at the same time, this was made at such a different era that you can't really fault it for what they did.
Actually, I didn't realize some of the voice actors were, yeah. I didn't know it had Tim Curry in it.
Tim Curry was very popular, especially back in the day. I didn't realize...
Tim Curry? Huh?
I didn't know
Sorry.
Tim Curry was, like, such a big person back in a lot of time. But yeah, keep going.
No, Tim Curry, you never know if Tim Curry's there or not half the time. It's not very recognizable.
One place interrupted by capitals.
He's
Dang.
great. He is one of the most... Like, you can't believe it's Tim Curry a lot of the time.
That's true. I didn't realize who Tim Curry was until, like, they put him, like, in front of, like, the Home Alone 2, like, the Home Alone 2, like the hotel manager guy.
Yes. I don't know why I called him a butler.
I mean, he
But
was
no,
acting.
Blue. Yeah, he was blue. Yeah.
Yeah.
If you compare some of his movies, you can't tell it's Tim Curry. Either
Yeah.
the makeup's that
He was in
good,
Muppet
or
Treasure
he just...
Island.
Yes.
Mhm.
That's one of my favorite roles I've seen Tim Curry play.
Which one?
He was Captain
John
Blackbeard.
Sullivan or something.
John Long John.
Oh,
Why
yeah,
am I-
Muppets.
Wow,
The
I'm
Muppets.
bad.
Yes.
Yeah, he was Long John Silver. Wow.
Yeah, I
I am
forgot.
awake, guys.
No, it's fine. It's late for you, Jamie.
Oh, yeah.
Disney's very dark. A lot of celebrities have spoke out about things. I mean, yeah, that's more about, like, a lot of corporation, but I don't want to go into that again. Like, that's a can of worms that I don't feel is good enough to talk about on a live stream, especially when it's gonna be public and stuff like that. So I don't want to go into can of worms. I'm just talking about past Disney specifically, anyway. But again, like, it's just more of, there's a lot of things about it, and unfortunately, it's just the way our world is, and that's all I'm going to leave it at.
I actually miss Captain Planet a little bit.
Captain Planet was such a good and fun series. Like, yes, it's about helping save the world, but it also was entertaining. Back in the 90s, they did a lot of that, and it was a fun show to watch. Heck, it was yeah, keep going.
Yeah, I'm looking at it through nostalgia glasses, by the way.
Yeah, same here. I mean, I need to watch Johnny Quest, because I know I watched it a little bit as a kid, but I never got too into it. It was such a weird series for me. But also, like, it was weird enough that I probably didn't understand certain people's deaths, or implied deaths.
Yes. The question is, which Johnny Quest?
Right, I forgot there was multiple versions.
There's the original one, and then there was the reboot done in the 90s.
I think it's the reboot one. Yeah, that's the cool one. I remember the intro one.
Yeah, no, the Mummies of... Mummy one just freaked me out slightly.
Mummy. Oh, you mean the one that was about the second movie of the Mummy?
No, for Johnny Quest.
Oh, Johnny
the
Quest.
Reboot. That
Oh,
one actually gave me nightmares for a while.
I mean, to be fair, they went hard on that one. Like, they went really hard on making it good.
Yeah, no, turning living people into mummies using a gas is just horrifying.
Oh, I didn't see that episode, but man, that sounds freaky.
Oh yeah, no, it was horrifying.
You know what's funny is that I actually, so like here's the thing, Skull, I miss Cartoon Network too, old Cartoon Network specifically. You know what's funny is that I watched, I was like, found Dexter's Laboratories Eagle Trip clips, and I was like, oh cool, I wonder if they have a whole movie on YouTube. Oh, Traverse Town in Kingdom Hearts. Traverse Town in Kingdom Hearts is what this song is. It's a good song. You know what's funny is that I was watching Dexter's Laboratory clips, and then I was thinking like, oh, do they have the Eagle Trip movie on YouTube? Because usually at this point, a lot of old cartoons and stuff like that is on YouTube in some shape or form. And funny enough, not only did they have the Eagle Trip on YouTube in full, the Madman literally posted the entire recording of start of when the Eagle Trip started to the end, which means they also had commercial breaks in the middle of it. The Madman recorded the entirety segment of it, and it was like, wow. Now that's a nostalgic trip to its highest capacity.
Some of the stuff on those would not even be available to purchase.
Yeah, some of the commercials are like some of the items are just either straight up gone or just
Hard to find.
yeah, hard to find. Like 2000s and 90s stuff that's just are near impossible. Like so much things have evolved and they got lost a lot of things. That it sucks.
You actually have, for a lot of this stuff, you actually have to go to specialty stores or online sellers.
You know what's funny is that some people said like if you're a 90s kid you would love these stuff, and one of them was always this like soda can that was like, I think it was like Splurge or something like that. It was green.
Oh, Surge.
Surge, yes. I never knew those existed. I never grew up with that. I grew up with 7-Up. It was like
My dad drank them by the case.
That sounds unhealthy. There, I never grew up with Surge. I don't know what it tastes like. And
It's like Mountain Dew on crack.
that's what some people say. I kind of want to try it, but I do know like it was back in the day where I kept drinking 7-Up, and you know this was 7-Up was the OG Sprite. It was like Sprite was just bought by Coca-Cola, and they were like pushed to higher popularity, which is why you don't see 7-Up around that often anymore. But 7-Up was like always around. It was like the Sprite of the 90s and early 2000s. That's what that was my soda can.
Yeah, I'm not meaning to sound crude when I say that. I'm just that's quite literally what Surge was. It was.
Oh yeah, no. I legit I don't know what Surge it tastes like. I never knew it existed until people mentioned like, oh, this is what a 90s kids would be like. It's just like what
More citrusy Mountain Dew with more caffeine. I was technically not allowed to have it.
I would not be surprised. Yeah, no.
I didn't sneak some of my dad's soda.
Oh, that sounds so funny, Jamie.
I'm sorry. It's more or less he would drink all of our soda, so sometimes Mom would let us have one of his when he wasn't looking.
Yeah, no, I get that. But yeah, no, Surge was one of those items I never grew up with, but I grew up with a lot of old cartoons. You know one thing I kind of miss, Jamie, is that the Cartoon Network block, going back to Cartoon Network, they had the do you remember the times where like the cartoons would face off each other and be like which cartoons was liked the most by people, and they whatever is most popular by people, they would immediately get a series for them. You remember those blocks?
Yeah.
I remember that for specifically Codename Kids' Store specifically. I know there was like maybe a couple I've seen, but there were like a couple of those. And Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy was another one. And they were like, I mean, some of those cartoons I kind of wish they did make some series because it would have been interesting. But others were just like, man, that they had like a creative block for a lot of things. And Cartoon Network took a lot of risks with a lot of their shows. And heck, a lot of them paid off, to be honest.
Oh, let's see. Sorry, I got mildly. Sorry.
No worries.
I got mildly. There are people trying to bring Surge back.
If the Surge actually comes back with the original ingredients, I will buy at least a can and try it. Because I'm not going out of my way to buy a can from the 90s that someone have saved for like 20 plus years. And it's like, I'm not going out of my way to buy that. That is not gonna taste great.
It's something you definitely. Is it at Select? It looks like it might be at Select Burger King.
Now? Is it out now? I thought it was not out now.
It looks like a new site because it has Twitter.
my God.
Yeah, you can order it online.
Oh my God, Jamie, you have given me a bad idea. Oh.
I would definitely be careful with it because, yeah, you can order it on Amazon occasionally. It's been out of stock, but yeah. But they have a website. It looks like Burger King sell them now, so you could check out a Burger King near you.
I mean, that's good
Not
enough for me.
advertising. It's just if you're that curious about it.
No, I get that, and I appreciate it.
I need to tell Dad about it because this was like one of his top favorites. My dad had a caffeine problem.
Did he now?
Uh-huh. Not as bad as my uncle, but my uncle used it to self-medicate.
You're gonna tell your dad and be like, "Hey, Dad, look at this."
Yeah, no, I actually might need to send him the website.
He's gonna be like, "Jamie, I love you."
Oh, I doubt he would, but, no, it's one of the things besides Big Green that he misses.
Really?
Oh, yeah, no, Big Green was another soda that I do believe was either... Yeah, Big Green soda. Oh, it's Green River, my bad. Oh, it looks like it might still exist. It's just harder to find one.
Green River?
Yeah. It is another... Oh, yeah, it's by the same... Oh, that's why I was getting it mixed up. Green River soda was made by Big Red. Big Red's like a tutti fruity flavor. Sorry, I know a lot of old soda drinks because of my dad, because he had a soda habit. And a hardcore caffeine habit.
Oh, okay, so he's one of those type of people.
Yeah. If you actually look at Hagen, it's a really good place to find artisan sodas.
Yeah, unfortunately, there's no Hagen anymore. At least down here.
No, Aberdeen was the last place outside of Bellingham that had it. And it closed up.
The only reason why that specific soda, like that specific Hagen, is still around is because students.
Quite literally. But no, it's also the founding. That's where it came out of, so that's where it's centered.
Yeah, I've seen a couple Hagens so down south, and then it's just like straight up gone. Like, it's crazy to think about. Like, Hagen used to be this thing that I remember we kept seeing about in like Bellingham, and then it's just like now it's gone.
Oh yeah, no. It's It has been done.
Mm-hmm. You okay, Jamie?
I am tired. I'm just, at the moment, attempting to figure out why this won't.
I mean, if you need to go to bed, please.
I do need to go to bed, but my computer's giving me sass on something I need to do. I'm just gonna do it like that.
I don't want Chris to yell at me saying that I kept you up for too long.
Oh, he has no room to talk. He's up later than me most of the time.
That's funny to think about.
There we. Oh come on.
Be like, Nick, why'd you make my wife stay up so late? And it's like,
Oh no, it's actually that's not it at all. Now I think Target's broken. Yeah, no, Target's broken. That's what's going on. Okay.
Target. Why Target, of all things?
Oh, it's just not letting me purchase things.
What are you trying to purchase?
I had to get some groceries. I've been trying all day to get them. I thought it was just because I didn't remember my PIN number, but I do remember my PIN number. It's just not. Nothing's working. And it's weird. Yeah, no, it's not me not remembering password. It's just simply just not letting me order anything, which I guess means we aren't getting some of our groceries. Oh, we'll fix it in the morning.
I mean, you should.
At least I figured out it's not my fault. It's something to do with the system.
Yeah, usually it's like the online system or something like that.
I'm not sure what the deal is. I'll figure it out eventually. I'm just glad I managed to update everything before we got started on games.
Oh yeah. I mean, I'm actually realizing one thing that James and Chris and I need to do when Chris wakes up again. We need to go back to Back for Blood. Because there's a new update coming out. Or there's not coming out right now.
Yeah, I update. It reminded me of something I'm super excited about coming up.
I wish I had a Target near me again. The one near me before, it had a very bad shoplifting issue. Really? Oh my god, that sounds bad.
Yeah, no, that it can be a legitimate problem.
I mean, shoplifting is bad.
You know, my own store has a bit of a problem with it. We lose so much product because a lot of the more expensive tools are small.
Oh, we were talking a lot, Kyle, by the way, about old memories, like Captain Planet and like other old cartoon shows and stuff like that. You missed the conversation I have.
I'm sorry.
It caused it to close down now. Ouch. Cat fans.
Yeah, if
Have it again.
If a business loses too much profit due to shoplifting, they will close down. if they aren't
Oh.
making numbers.
Oh man, the worst ever in a sense, shoplifting, because he took it for free, was just like the time where I experienced was like I accidentally gave someone a free desk.
Oops.
That guy was clearly lying about it, and he was just like, I want to take a free desk. And it was just like, he could have just come up here, be an honest man, and just paid for it. But he took advantage of my, like, being back there and everything. It just kind of pisses me off now with those type of people.
You know, there've been instances similar to that at my work, just due to paperwork issues and not fun time.
I mean, is it... You should go to bed, Jamie.
Yes, I'm fixing something in the background I need to fix. I am sorry, I'm not trying to be bad.
No, it's okay. I'm just making sure you're okay. But I'm just like, is it so much hard? Is it hard enough to ask people to be like at least reasonable adults? To be like, we have a society to pay for things. Can't you just do that?
You are expecting that people mature in age.
That's also a thing. Like, I used to see that, and now I used to believe that was a thing, and now I don't believe it anymore.
I have literally seen like a 70-year-old man have a temper tantrum like a 3-year-old. It was very uncomfortable, and someone actually had to come to my rescue at that point because he was getting way out of hand.
You know what's the irony of that is, like, all those adults feel like, you have to grow up, why are you playing all these kiddie games and stuff like that? And it's just like, look who hasn't grown up, old man.
Yeah, it was over an expired coupon.
Even I'm not that petty.
Yeah, no, it not only was the coupon expired, it even said on the coupon that the item he was trying to purchase was exempt from it anyway. He did not like being told that it was exempt, as well as...
So not only did he not read, he just came too late.
Yeah, he did. And it not like a few months either, it was years. The oldest coupon I have seen... Oh no, the oldest coupon I have seen is from 2010.
When did you see that, specifically?
Not that long ago.
Wait, they
People
tried to put it to you in 2022.
Mm-hmm. Like this year.
2022, they tried to do a 2010 coupon?
They tried to do like a 2010 coupon, yeah. They didn't read the fine print. I don't know where they got it.
Well, the thing about it is that the only reason you would have a 2010 coupon would be if you found it in like an old box where you didn't realize it was there.
Yeah.
And it'd be like, oh man, free thing. It'd just be like, one,
Also,
how old is that?
Also, Google is a problem. People will Google the coupons and not read when they were expired because Google doesn't sort by expiration.
Yep. Yeah. Again, there's a lot of things about this world that could be better.
Oh, if they don't have a fit, I'm more than happy to show them where to find the right coupon that they're looking for. Just if they are not happy and being grumpy, I can't show them anything if they aren't willing to stop yelling.
That's true, yeah.
And it's not me not wanting to do anything, it's just it is really hard to show someone how to find something if they don't take a breath between bellows.
Yeah, that's true.
I've had people actually kind of tear apart my register too. Not fun.
Really?
Yeah, it's like they put their hand on the pegs. The pegs are kind of like on these little particle board with holes in it. And they just lean against the pegs and knock down all the pegs.
Hmm.
Not usually intentionally, and they get mad because it's like, are you trying to kill me? It's like, that's not meant to hold your weight, sir. You're not supposed to lean against the product. It's a zip tie, not a hoist.
You know, speaking of like registers, I went to Amazon Fresh for the first time, and it's really weird and odd to like go to an Amazon Fresh and walk out with a product, and you get the and you properly pay for it, and it's just like it's cool, but also at the same time weird to do. Because I'm so used to be like, go to the register at the front and then get paid. You get paid them and everything. I don't know if you and Chris, Jamie, have been to Amazon Fresh. I'm pretty sure Kyle has not been to the Amazon Fresh.
Have not. There is one nearby. I actually applied to that before, but it fell through.
I mean, at least it's. I hope maybe you can get that one because at least you would need to deal with a lot of customers per se.
Oh no, customer service, no matter what, you will have to deal with customers.
That's true.
Even if you technically don't deal with customer service, there's always going to be someone who decides that you have to help them.
Mm-hmm.
Even if it's not your job, you have to help them.
There's stuff other than Bezos. Yes, there is, but at the same time, it's just a cool thing you can try once.
But yeah, I actually kind of like my job in that it's like I need to do this random thing, but no, I don't see a tool that could do it. You could do it this way, this way, this way, and this way. How do you do this? Like this. How do you MacGyver this? Oh, it's like you use duct tape, glue, and some chewing gum.
Oh, really?
Yeah, no, I am the weird one is like for arts and crafts. Doing things how you're not supposed to, but you can get it to work. And how to do it cheaply.
I'll tell you what to do, Kyle. Because the quote, the customer's always right, held weight before. It held weight before, yes. It definitely held weight before. And in certain cases, I would agree. It does still hold some weight. Does it hold weight 100% true nowadays? Oh, no, I don't believe so.
Oh, that's an incomplete quote.
Oh, they always do incomplete. It's the same thing with like many of the other quotes that are said with our the independent stuff, like the amendments, right? Yeah, that's what I'm looking for.
But you know, but no, it is actually an incomplete quote.
I mean, a lot of things are, unfortunately, nowadays. I blame Kyle.
I'm just trying to remember who made the full
I'm not sure.
quote, because it was...
Well, I don't want to blame Jamie, Kyle, and James is already mad at me, so I don't want to blame the person I'm supposedly dating. Except now I abandoned him for another person. So you're the only possible person I can do.
Yeah, no, it's not a full quote, but I cannot remember.
Ooh.
Technical full quote. I'm not.
Go to bed, Jamie.
I will go bed. Night, everybody. And Chris said good night a while ago.
Yeah, he did. Good night, Jamie.
Good night.
Sleep well.
Mm.
Cats and chill. Alright, good night, Kyle. Sleep well. I was just like having like a just chatting for a bit because like I did not know what was gonna happen.
Mm.
But it was a nice chill. I was playing a little bit of Metroid, not Fusion, Zero Mission at the moment. I don't know, Skull, if you and Crate are still awake, but I've been playing a little bit of Metroid Zero Mission a little bit more. Probably one of those games I'm going to probably complete soon. It's nice to chat. Yeah, it's nice to chat just once in a while, just about some random topics too. So it's like, I don't mind doing that. Like, nice to chill and chat and not play, like, worry about stuff and games and stuff like that. How do you do the morph ball speed boost thing? But yeah, it's nice to chat and chill. Like, that's one of the things that I really like. I don't know how to do that. Well, I've been like just trying to figure that out. I'll figure that out eventually. But yeah, it's nice to chill, chat. I don't plan on anything doing stuff. I've been streaming less and less now, which is good because I don't want to stay up too late nowadays. It's also that I don't really have a lot to go for nowadays in terms of regular games. Because again, Explorers of Sky I could do now, but that one requires a lot of talking, and I don't want to do like a lot of talking right now. I want to dedicate some time during the weekdays to do that, and then Saturdays I just like to play some multiplayer games with people too. So there's that too. Yeah, I do want to try Project Winter again, Luigi. Like that's one thing I've been wanting to do, but haven't had enough people for that. So Overcooked would want. Project Winter should have crossplay, right? Does it? Doesn't it? I mean, Luigi is getting onto the mobile one, that's for sure. I'm not 100% certain if it had crossplay or not. Alright, James, we need to go back to Back for Blood. I have the PC version. Yeah, you do have a PC version. I just don't know if the mobile is crossplay like Among Us.
Yeah, I was half expecting the final boss to just be a cutscene, honestly. Like I was like, it just seemed like so much in character with the game. It would have just been like, hey, the big thing appears, and then like you just watch a cutscene instead. But instead there was an actual fight, and I was like, oh.
Oh man, I actually have put effort into this fight.
It was weird. Like the end was weird too. Like the end, like the dialogue at the end, like it just like it's just like, oh, these characters having dialogue all of a sudden. It's like this is the most they've talked to each other the entire game.
It's true. Yeah, this is true. But I know some who may not be able to do PC and would enjoy the chance to join. Yeah, that's true. But we'll see if that is a possibility. Again, Project Winter is definitely one that needs a raw coordination to do. And again, I don't want to just bring just anybody on. So we'll see. want to get back into Phas, which I might go back into Phasmophobia in a couple weeks because the new update's supposed to be coming out in September 22nd. So that week might become a Phasma week just with some other people. Like I know, like I want to play back. I want to play back with Rivers. I want to play back with Telly. It's been a while since I last played with them. So yeah, there's a few games I want to play again, and it's just been a while with a lot of things. So we'll see. I'm planning on a few games just to play with other people since it's been a while since I last played with people and talked to people. So there's that. There's a lot of things going on, and I've just been very casual, but there's a lot of other things I need to deal with at the moment that take higher priority than me. For sure. So yeah, at the moment, there's a lot of things I'm just gonna have to deal with as we go, kind of thing. So we'll see how things go. Progress. Oh, I don't really have much to go by. Oof. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. Like, this is gonna be like one of my shorter streams in a very long time, personally. I don't have anybody really to raid personally. Yeah, I don't really have much to people to raid, so I think I'm gonna end it off right there for a little bit. Oh, Neko is live? Neko Cat, right? Yeah. Neko. Why are they live? Also, it's been very late. Like, very, very late or something. Neko Pet, right, yeah. They're also playing Raft, but they are pretty laggy. Oh my god, what do they have? Is that a giant smelter? Well, James, now I know what I want now. Next time we play Raft, I'm gonna build a giant smelter. Yeah, I don't know why what's with Raft. It's just Chugfest. Like, it really hurts the PC no matter how good your PC is. So that's just a weird thing, personally. Oh well. Yeah, I'll raid Neko Cat. Not Neko Cat, sorry. Neko Pet, sorry. That's my bad. I don't really have much to go for on raids, so I'll just say hi to them. They're playing Raft. You should get some rest, Luigi, because I need to get ready to do some other things too. But yeah, thanks James for the games. Appreciate everyone who joined in and lurked. Hope everyone has a great rest of your weekend. I do not know if I'm going to be streaming earlier tomorrow. I kind of doubt it, because if everything goes well tomorrow, I might be not streaming tomorrow as a makeup stream for no D&D, but either way, yeah. I might see you guys later the week, but guaranteed on Saturday at least. So yeah, thanks James for joining. And I hope everyone takes care and everyone sleeps well and everyone, well, does well. I'll catch you guys later, and I hope you guys, I'll catch you guys in another stream, would be mine or someone else's. So yeah, everyone take care. Have a good night, Luigi. Good night, Skull. Good night, Crate, if you guys are still around. But everyone take care of themselves, alright? Sleep well. Night, everyone.